You know, Netflix originals are really starting to surprise me nowadays. Welcome back, guys. If you guys didn't know, Imperial Dreams is now on Netflix. This movie was released in the Sundance Film Festival in 2014 and it stayed under a shelf for like 3 years until Netflix decided to pick it up and bring it back to life. This movie is about Bambi, who's been in and out of jail for a long time, and he's finally out. He has a kid and he's trying to do the best thing for him and his future. This movie is directed by a first-timer, Malik Vital, which I think did an amazing job in this movie. The way that he directs this movie actually does pull on some heartstrings and goes for the tears, so watch out for that. And the cast themselves were really good. And the way that this movie goes is that Bambi's actually, out, he's trying to do the right thing, but he has to deal with so many things back at home, where his mother's like an alcoholic, his uncle is like a drug dealer, and his friends are always like running away from gangs, just trying not to get shot and killed. Now, the other thing about this movie that I really loved was John Boyega's performance. Man, he was so phenomenal in this movie. And this is before The Force Awakens. And his little son, who was played by Ethan and Justin Coach, they're actually twins, so they took turns playing this little kid. And it's funny because I didn't know that at all, but that's good because you can't tell them apart. Now, there were a lot of scenes where I just felt terrible for him in the situation that he was with his son. Also, just him trying to struggle to get out of there, become a writer, and do the best thing for his son was just like so hard to watch because, you want to root for him. That's the whole point of this movie, and it does that very well. And the other thing is, like, it highlights how, like, the system really sucks. For example, there's a scene where he's trying to get a driver's license because he can't get a job without a license or some type of ID. But he can't because he has child support expenses that he has not paid. And he didn't know anything about that. And without paying that means no ID, no job. And that is so shitty because I was like, God damn it, like that's actually what happens in real life. Like I said, the dramatic aspect of this film hits a home run for me. It was very well done and it felt very real. I admired John Boyega's performance. I think that's what carried this whole movie for me. The way that Boyega expressed himself to writing and the narrating throughout the movie was really good. Like that kept me really interested, and he has some really awesome quotes in there like that I can't remember, to be honest. Of course, a lot of the other cast members, like the uncle or the mom, they were very well developed characters because at first I didn't think the mom was going to be like a big part, but she kind of grows into this bigger character by the end. But the ending of the movie kind of left me with a mixed feeling because I wasn't sure how they got to that point or, what's going to happen next. And I think that was my biggest question, I kind of left wondering, what's going to happen. Outside of that, the dramatic aspect, like I said, was really good. The little kid did pretty good, except some dramatic scenes where I think they should have shown more emotion. I think that would have been better because it would have been a bigger effect and it would have made me cry harder or something, And also, like I said, Malik Vital did a great job in directing this movie, and it was his first one. And you know what? I can't wait for his second movie. I hope it's just as good as this one. Now, I feel like I've seen this plot before, so it was no surprise for me what was going to happen, as far as the dangers of the movie or what to expect. But what put it apart was how it was directed in the performances itself. I think it was awesome that Netflix actually picked this up and put it back on the light for people to see because it was a great movie, and I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. But if you guys have watched this movie, let me know what you guys think down below. And as always, guys, if you like this video, make sure to share and give it a thumbs up. If you guys like the content that I put up, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more. And as always, guys, stay tuned.